What it is, perverts and pervettes, it is your old Uncle Touchy, and I am coming back at you with more Woodplow. Actually, I was setting up for Woodplow Wednesdays, and I got a couple questions earlier this week, specifically about this game from a couple of new users. And the questions are usually, let's face it, it's a gacha game. Let's be real about this. People want to know what to summon on and how to make that decision. It's a complicated question, but it's actually the utterly perfect time to talk about that in this game. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the gacha screen. Okay, there are a couple banners that are phenomenal. Now, I'm going to approach this as a free-to-play player, because that's what I am right now. I have not cracked the wallet on this. Once you do that, there are paid gachas and stuff like that you can do and get phenomenal units. But right now, let's talk only about the free-to-play Iris you get in the game, not paid Iris, okay? And realistically, don't do singles. Just do multis. Singles do not pay, all right? You get one extra unit from the multi, and a lot of times, like this one, there's a 4-star unit guaranteed, okay? And it looks like there's it's going to be one of these 4 units, including the new unit they just added with this banner. You can always go into the description. It'll show you those are the 4 ones, and she is the new one, okay? Let's look at her stats. She is a water type. Splashing Barrage is her special attack, so if you have the 4-star unit that came from the previous event that just left, the free-to-play one, she is phenomenal as a support for this unit, okay? That unit adds, I believe once she's completely unlocked, 15% water defense debuffs. So yeah, it's quite nice, quite nice. This unit's her special attack is, when it says foes, that means it's an AoE attack. It attacks all units on the field. Breezy Blade, in fact, the only one, Water Spike, is the only one here that is a singular attack. They are physical attacks too, so do bear that in mind. When it says P attack, that means physical. M attack is magic. It'll tell you medium, high is the amount of damage she is going to do. So, in each one of those is going to actually cost a different amount of mana above and beyond her normal attack, okay? So, yeah, she's actually a really, really, really great unit. I would definitely go after her on this banner if you have the Iris. But first, before I did any of that, let's go look over here. Those are, when you see these, it says draw 11, paid 400. Paid Iris is different. That's Iris you actually buy in game. They give you very specific banners for it. They do reward you greatly for buying Iris. Don't make a mistake on that. They reward you phenomenally. But for me, being free to play at the moment, might change actually, but at the moment, these 2 banners right here are really the best bang for your buck, especially as a new player. Okay, let's go to the gacha details. Okay, this is really more of a pickup banner, meaning these units have been around, but they're just coming back for a very short period of time. I want to say this is only for a week. The first pull on this is half price, 200 Iris, and we'll be doing both of these, this one and the Chloe banner that I'll show you here in a moment, on stream here later tonight. Now, this unit I actually do want quite a bit. I've got one of her. I've got no bonds. I need bonds. Bonds are basically like duplicates that you throw into the game that just unlock you from level 60 all the way up to level 80. They are phenomenal. The more bonds you put in, the stronger they get. This unit is she's a fire type. Her special attack is only a foe. It's not a single, or it's not a multi. It's a single, but ultra physical attack with ultra penetration rate and temporary strength boost. She is good, guys. She is, especially if you're talking about doing Monsterphilia or not war games necessarily. What's the other one? When that comes back, though, doggone it. It eludes me at this point in time. Again, I apologize. Let's go back out here. I'm looking like an idiot right now. Go to Arena. Record Buster. Thank you. And it just left yesterday is the sad part. I got all 10 of my stuff for War Games, so we'll be doing that on stream too. But she'd be great for Record Buster since she has that Ultra and the Strength boost. Okay, let's go back to the gacha. Like I said, I do have one of her. She is phenomenal. And I'll actually show you another way you can tell real quickly how good these units are. But let's talk about the banners first. So being a 200 Iris banner, the first pull is a guaranteed 3-star. Meh. What you're looking for is guaranteed 4-star. The second pull, the 400 Iris pull, is a guaranteed 4-star, I do believe. And the reason I say don't do, let's see, increase rates of obtaining them. You could draw 11, draw gotcha, only 200 Iris first round. After the first round, you could draw 11 for 400 Iris, which is the normal price. And let's say it's a draw 11, so if you're doing singles, you actually get one extra unit from here than if you were doing a single. That's every banner, pretty much. Like I said, with the exception of her first pull. Okay, you are guaranteed one of the 4-star units on the 2nd, 4th, 7th, and 10th pulls. Make note of that. If you actually are really great at farming up your Iris, pick one banner and hit it hard. You're gonna get fire. At least one 3-star higher guaranteed from other rounds of draw 11. Obviously, it doesn't count if you're doing singles. Another reason that I say don't do singles. It's just simply not worth in this game. And you get a crap ton of Iris. Guys, if you're not running Record Buster when it's out, and right now War Games is a great way to farm up free-to-play Iris. It really, really, really is. I'll be getting about 600 to 700 Iris when it ends next week, and it's around about on a 2-week cycle. So don't sleep on that. Do not sleep on that, okay? And of course, her assist, she has the adventure mode and the assist mode. The assist mode is really great as well. See, foes physical resist up to 20% when she's fully unlocked to 80%. So that's nice. It starts off at 10%, which ain't bad, but the best assist by a long shot, though. Let's go over here to Chloe's banner. Gotcha details. Now I do have I don't have the Chloe assist. I have the Chloe adventure, and I will tell you she is good at the beginning of the game, not worth going 80% on. I'll be hitting this one to go after her assist. If I get bonds of her, I'm not going to lose sleep, but she was one of my first 4-star pulls in the game, and she pulled me through a lot of events. But now at the stage of the game I'm at, and I'm not even that far into the game, stage of the game I'm at, she just simply does not pull her weight. Very simply, okay? Her assist, on the other hand, when she's fully unlocked, allies, null physical attack ×2. Basically, if you go over here and you look at her adventure unit, allies, null physical attack ×2. Basically what that means is the first 2 hits of every round, she just ignores. In fact, on this one, when she gets her super attack off, or in this one, when she's fully unlocked to 80%, the first 2 hits after she gets her super attack off, or in this one, the first rounds, after she's 80% fully unlocked, they just ignore. All the units just ignore it. They laugh and they just move on with their day. That is insane. That is, especially if you have a really great team. If you have a team of really great AoE units, that is the most insane assist anything in this game. That is game breaking, especially if you're going up against War Games. If you're going into War Games, just laugh through everything and just throw her assist on your best unit, level her up to 80. I'll be going hard on this banner, super hard on this banner, to get her. We're going to do that later on during the stream. Not going to do it right now. Okay? That's pretty much the way you want to go about this. You want to look at the units you need. Obviously, you're going to want a healer. You're going to want a good adventure with a physical attack. And you're going to want a good adventure with a magic attack. You want to really balance your teams out. If you played any... This is a lot like a watered-down RPG aspect to it. If you know anything about RPG team building, that's really what you want to pay attention to. Okay? Now, I'll show you one other thing. If you really want to look at what's on a banner and who you want, let's go to assists. All right. Where is Chloe's assist? I'd have to go find her. I think that's the one right there. There it is. Yes. Okay. If you want to see whether or not a unit is worth putting anything into, click this little plus box right here. You'll see it pop on screen. It's very, very tiny. And you'll see those little diamonds light up. That will tell you what she is good at. And double S's are what you're looking for. Her strength is 2 double S's, but the biggest thing is, again, that assist skill, all allies to ignore 2 attacks, is phenomenal. Okay, let's go look at, in comparison, Ganesha's. This is a 3-star unit. He's not going to look great at it. Yes, he's CACFD. You do not want to invest in this unit. That unit is not worth investing in. Not going to 80%. You want to invest in good 4-star units with double S's in something. And then, of course, the exception to that rule is if they have a specific skill you're looking for, okay? Like I say, with Chloe, let me go back and find her one more time. Where's she at on this list? There she is. Like I said, right here, it doesn't look overly impressive. Even if you have her at 60%, her status is null allies, attack, so basically instead of 2 attacks, it's 1 attack. That's still phenomenal. Though, again, her stats, not really all that great. So, that's the exception to the rule. And obviously, let's go over to Adventurers and talk about those Adventures real quick. This is my favorite build. This is the one I run all the time. Let's go ahead and break him all the way up to level 80. I've got him at level 72. I think I've got 3... No, actually, I take it back. I think I've got all 4 bonds. I don't remember how many bonds I've got in him. I got a crap ton of bonds in him. He is insane. That's Strength double S, AGL double S. Then we go to his stats. I believe that's Fire type. Ultra Fire. Magic attack, index to strength with temp strength boost. He's nuts. He's absolutely phenomenal. And like I showed you before, if we limit break him all the way out, he's double S's in strength and agility. That's great with an S in dexterity. So pretty straightforward. If you want to know if a unit is good, go back and look at all these stats. Okay, how many double S's do we have? And then check status and say, okay, does he have special skills, he or she? Usually she. Mighty Sparkle Princess Ice. Let me show you hers. Basically the same thing. She is the perfect complement for that Belle, and having both of those on that team is going to be amazing, especially if I can get that assist for Chloe. If I get that Chloe assist, done, and done. Okay? I'll be working on hopefully getting some bonds for her sometime in the near future, and then filling that unit out. Pretty happy with my team. We'll go talk about that real quick here. Let's go up the party. Obviously, I've got a lot of work to do. Yeah, so my Belle is level 80. Come on. No, it's not gonna be nice. Anyway, you'll see the number of bonds over here on the side. When it goes rainbow like that, that's a fully unlocked unit. Level 80 is where you want to be. I got some levels I need to fill out still, but that's a thing. So that's really, and again, this team actually has some holes and some faults in it and things that I need to resolve. But I'm still fairly early in the game and still figuring things out. So that is how you want to pretty much look at gotchas and figure out which banners do you want to pull on. It does take a tiny bit of research, but once you figured it out, you can pretty much go, oh, that unit's going to be amazing. Oh, I want that unit. And then you'll memorize some of the best ones in the game and go, okay, each and every time these come up, I'm going to hit those. The other thing to keep in mind, let's go look at, I believe she is, no, she's not. I know she is. Time limit units. Time limit units only come around every so often. So, if they even bother coming back, which, again, the game's not old enough for us to really know that much about it, but time assist units have their own nuances. The best thing, in my opinion, to focus on are units that don't have that time assist, or the time assist, but the time limit. But you really sometimes can't help what you pull. But if you can start going after those types of units, or at least start collecting those units and working on them, those can be the best, because those are the ones that you have the 1% chance of pulling on every single banner, versus these special ones like Swimsuit Hestia, who I know is time limited. I didn't pull bonds of her. Now I've got to wait for basically got to wait for the bond items to show up, and they almost never show up. I missed one last month, the only one I've ever seen in the game, and I'm told in the short history of this game, mind you, but in the history of the global version of this game, there's only been one other. So tells you how precious those are. Whereas She's time limited as well. Who's not time limited? She's not time limited. So her, I could probably pull from other banners, though. Again, just a 1% chance of pulling any 4-star. I'll probably wait, and when a pickup banner comes up, I'll go hard on that banner because I only need 2 more. So that's the thing. Like with Chloe and, what's her face? Anya. So, there you go, guys. Make wise decisions. I'm going to go set up for Woodplow. I will see you guys in the stream here in just a few minutes.